You know, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of pushback on the title of this video, but today was actually a great day for crypto. Does it suck that today was red? Absolutely. I'm never going to sit here and say I love red days unless I'm actually accumulating. But I will say what we've done in the charts is something that was essential for us to take this next big leg forward. And I want to show you guys exactly what I mean. So if you are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So yes, things obviously were ugly today. Most assets printed 10% or around 10% losses for the day. Never a fun thing to go through. Never fun to watch your portfolio drop a crap ton of money. But what I will say here is, how many times did we talk about this daily stochastic RSI around the space being in this heavily overbought range, right? We sat there. It was one of the longest continuous periods of time that we really hadn't had a cool down. Of course, there's going to be a cool down. Of course, there's going to be profit taking. And what we in fact did around the crypto space was come back down, retested a lot of support. Almost any chart you look is going to show us testing support, bouncing off of it, and closing candles above support. For example, just a couple assets I talk about every single day here on the channel. Look at this. ADA came all the way down to about that 78-cent level, like we were talking about. Bounced above there, closed its daily candle above support. That's a pretty darn big deal. SHIB, I was hoping that it was actually going to hold above its 20-day moving average and bounce right off of that on the daily. Unfortunately, we came down to the 100-day moving average, bounced off of that, closed our daily candle above trend and outside of the 20-day moving average. Take a look at XRP, for example. Came down, didn't even touch its 20-day moving average, bounce, higher close, right? This is exactly what we needed to see throughout the space. And actually, this was pretty essential for us to take this next leg forward. Because again, we talked about the stochastic RSI and being in this overbought range, right? Look at where we're at now. Guys, we're at a 33. We did almost a complete reset in one day. That's a huge deal, because what that now gives us is a lot of room to actually extend back to the upside. Just for some context, last several times where we made extensions from those ranges, you guys can see ADA ran basically from, 55 cents or so. And I guess you could really chart any one of these spots, 60 cents or so. That's not a big rally. That's not a good example, but for example, back here from 62 cents all the way up to 73 cents, you guys get the idea, right? We needed to have some sort of cool down to take this next leg. You needed a buying event. You needed a bear trap to take place. Yes, I talked about that today. And guess what we did? Sucked in a lot of people that are now stuck on the sidelines, sucked in a bunch of short interest, which I will show you guys here in just a moment. But at the same time, we've kind of reset all the metrics in the charts, right? RSI no longer overbought. MACD coming back to flat, right? This was a pretty big step. And actually BTC now over the course of basically this last week has basically gone full reset. So we just set the market up for a pretty big rally ahead. Not saying it's going to happen for sure. Not saying it's going to even start on today's daily candle, but you guys get the point. Sometimes you have to do these things. Now, we've seen some pretty big liquidations in the crypto market over the last 24 hours. You guys can see that it's very heavily weighted to the long side. Still not even the largest liquidation event that we've ever had. Not even close to that. Not even the largest short squeeze we've had, right? But when we take a look at this, for example, many assets in the space, actually pretty much all of them, again, on the bearish side, right? From a long short ratio side or a perspective, lose my train of thought. Right? Even BTC right now is about a 4% imbalance to the short side. Take a look at Ethereum. Bet you it's going to be, yep, there it is again. 8% imbalance to the short side. Take a look at XRP. Right there, 12% imbalance to the short side. You guys can take almost any asset in the crypto market right now, and that's exactly what we're seeing. It worked out perfect, right? This was the bear trap, and what comes next is likely a massive short squeeze. This isn't a guarantee. This isn't financial advice, because we have also seen these things fail in the past, but now it's a question of how much confidence does the market have? We didn't see people racing to the doors to exit their assets, right? This wasn't, the drops that we saw here in the early part of March. This wasn't the largest liquidation event in crypto history that took place, obviously, in the start of February. Things have changed in the crypto market. Confidence has changed. Actually, just to even take a look, I don't think this has updated yet. We'll probably get an update on the Fear Greed Index tomorrow. We're at a 67 right now. But guys, today was a big day. I am actually very happy that this took place. The fact that we held up And the fact that we have now gotten to the point where the market is actually conducive for another leg, that's a beautiful day. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.